Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host Red. I got a video today from Man Reacts.
Every freaking time I watch a man fumble my best friend, I genuinely wonder, do they think that they're gonna get better? My best friend is a sexy, jacked, tan, shredded, blonde, freaking dedicated gym baddie. Like, what are these men smoking?
Did you ever stop to think that it's not the men, but her? Not once did you mention anything about her personality. Just being attractive is not enough.
Who cares about you going to the gym all the time if you're just a fucking miserable person to deal with? Well, like, people always forget that. If you're miserable to deal with, you could be the hottest person in the world. No one wants to be with you.
I am sick and tired of sassy men. The "it's the way you act" guy is truly the worst thing that's ever happened to us, because now men think that that's peak comedy. They think that is what we're attracted to. They think that is what we want. It is not. It is so fucking annoying, because since when do we live in a society where men are just as emotional as girls are?
When women asked for men to be more emotional.
Why are you blocking me mid-conversation? Oh my god, it's the way you act. It's the way you act does not fucking fly with me. Put the fingers down. I'm tired. Sassy men are not cute. It is not attractive. Where can I find myself an ogre looking?
Do you think they care about being attractive to you? They literally blocked you in the middle of the conversation. That's how miserable you are.
Shrek. Stand up!
We're still going with these gender stereotypes in 2026? Is it illegal for us to have standards and emotions? Leave men alone and go date women.
The bear.
These men that want you to chase them are in their feminine energy. Any man that doesn't naturally want to pursue a woman is not a full man. He's a
At first, I thought she was bald and just like laying on some fluffy stuff. Then I realized that fluffy stuff was actually her hair. My bad.
You're stuck in his little boy stage, or you don't really like women. He's just not telling you that. Men, by nature, like to chase. That's why they are supposed to initiate. That's why they pursue. You and your feminine nature are supposed to be pursued by a male. A male that wants you to always be initiating is eventually going to be asking you to go 50-50 on all the bills, and then eventually have an excuse as to why he can't even bring his 50 to the table, because they want to be taken care of. They want to be the woman in the relationship.
See, to them, 50-50 is men want to be taken care of. It's not equality. It's men being sassy, men being princesses.
If they want a soft life, for real. So if a man is telling you that he's the prize, go ahead and leave him and let somebody else chase him.
Sorry to burst your bubble. Men stop chasing because most women nowadays aren't worth chasing. Quit being delusional.
He's the prize because you want him. That's why he's the prize.
And one thing about me is I'll never leave a good man. Me and my ex broke up in February, which is now May, almost June. He finds a new girlfriend 2 weeks after we break up. Not 2 months, not 2 years, but 2 weeks.
She was planning to come back after the girl's trip. This just proves she's not happy unless he's miserable. He really dodged a bullet.
Men want to be chased, and they're so for real about that shit. That's why the dating pool sucks. Like, literally.
Again, just the inkling of reciprocation makes these women go into a tailspin thinking that we want to be chased. No, it's just literally, we're just waiting for you to actually reciprocate. Give back the energy that we give and the effort that we give, and then we're probably good to go. But you can't even do that, and you attack us by flipping that into, we want to be pursued. No, we just want equal partnership.
Every nigga thinks that they're the baddest bitch. And I'm sorry, I'm not competing with no man. Y'all got it.
We are now putting ourselves first in 2026. Get with the new program. Those days of you feeling entitled to our acts of service are over.
Get out of here.
If she gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you take it?
No, sir. You might get one pass, but at the end of the day, you want one wife. And this is the wife I want. So no.
Okay. Now what about you if he gave you one?
If he gave me a guilt-free pass, I would take it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Who would you take it with?
Chris Brown.
Lindy Waters III.
Who the fuck is that?
Don't even know who that is.
I just thought it was going to be Chris Brown.
That's our problem. Yup.
Who else?
Barry Sanders. I'm in love with him.
Now, what do you think those men have over your men?
They're professional athletes.
That's crazy.
Literally because they have clout.
Hey,
Black or white?
One is Native American and one's black.
But do you think that any of those guys would
This bro is cooked.
go for you?
Junior would.
that's crazy. Hey, at the end of the day, it's whatever. Whatever. At the end of the day, I don't care.
The interview didn't ruin their relationship, it just exposed her true colors. You could say the interview saved that man years of pain.
I don't know if it actually did because he said it was okay.
It is so embarrassing to like men. It is actually so unbelievably embarrassing to like men. I'm so over it. I am trying to protect my peace, okay? I'm chilling, maxing, relaxing, all cool. You know what I mean?
Seems like women turn into men. Now what do they do? Protecting their peace. That's what men say. And that's what men want. We all know your peace is chaos.
Maybe shooting some people outside of school. Alone. Having a good, grand old time. I'll allow a man to take down my do not disturb sign so that I, just to see if things are a little better, okay? And guess what? They're not. They're not. I'm embarrassed. What do you mean that you're gonna ask for my number? Talk this whole big game and then ghost me after like 3 text messages? You're not gonna text me back, bro? You're gonna do me like that? No.
Yeah, it only took 3 messages to figure it out.
Oh, no. Check yourself.
You gave him your number because you thought he was hot. So, looking at it from your lens, it means he has a wide range of women to choose from. You are just another figure on his roster.
I think that we should normalize telling men that they are not financially our type. As a 28-year-old woman who...
Yeah, you're physically not our type either. We were to say that with fat chicks, all hell breaks loose.
Does want to get married and have children and live a very comfortable but happy life. Financial stress is not something that you can take lightly, and that is not something that I am willing to have in my 60s. It's just not happening.
How much a year
Congratulations. You're about to have it in your 60s.
are you bringing to the table? Every year that goes by for you is like a dagger. Time is really not on your side. Hang in there.
Nothing grinds my gears more than a man that wastes my time. So recently my friend was talking to a guy who would call her his girlfriend in front of their friends, whatever. And they just ended things last night. And she was telling me about it and like kind of all the red flags that he did. But he basically led my friend on to think that they were officially dating and together, and that there was going to be a future, and he would plan things in advance. And something very similar happened to me in the past, like 7 months too, where I talked to a guy for 5 months, planned things in advance, talked about a future, blah, blah, blah. Like, just really gave me the whole spiel, like really made me think that there was something that was
You do realize men do genuinely go about it that way. And then you show yourself your true colors after the 5 months and he walks away. Women really think we just play them, just to play them. Some men do. I'm sure there's some Chad Rones out there that just use and abuse, but most men genuinely want to build something and then they realize, ugh, what the hell is this? And then back away.
End up in a relationship. And I think I've talked about this before in a video, but if you are a man and you lead a girl on to think...
Why would a sane man want to be committed to a woman who is talking to other men? What's the math in that? There's no relationship if he doesn't ask you out.
The issue with men nowadays is that they think they're the prize. Back in the day, men valued a woman for what she was, who she was, not what do you bring to the table. I'm a woman, that's what I bring. A lot of men just don't respect and value women, and they want to be chased, they want to be the girl in the relationship, they want to be put on a pedestal. Like, no bro, date a man if that's what you want.
What exactly makes a woman the prize? Kids? What if the man doesn't want kids? Then what else do you bring to the table? Why are women allowed to own phones?
Is it like a power dynamic when niggas don't like call you? Like, think about it. If a nigga...
Can we just, again, they just think that they play so much games. They think it's us playing games, and it's just literally us not wanting them.
If he really gave a fuck about you, he wouldn't talk to you. If he was like emotionally available to pursue you for a relationship, he would call you. Now, a lot of the niggas these days been like, why don't you call? Why don't you initiate the call? I'm not gonna lie, that's a little sassy. And you really only gonna get a call out of me after you've already expressed enough interest in me to make me call you. Because I'm not chasing no niggas. I'm not chasing no menses. It's just not happening. So I think at this point, if you're not calling me enough, I'm gonna assume that you don't want to pursue a relationship, and I'm gonna assume that I'm just gonna ghost you or block you.
After years of putting in effort and not getting anything in return except being used for our time and money, we're now only going to return the energy you give us. We're not going out of our way to please you anymore.
Men don't protect women. If you ask a man, well, which women do you protect? They say, my women. They say the women that they're sleeping with.
It makes total sense that they're my women, my cousins, my family, my woman. Why would I protect just random strangers?
The women they're related to, the women that benefit them. That's because they view those women as extensions of themselves.
Sure.
They don't protect women, they protect themselves. It's not protection, it's survival.
You are not owed protection from men who don't know you. The entitlement of women is crazy.
Old dingbats.
Sorry, but quickly before I go to bed, me and my friend were talking yesterday about like people wanting to be loved but not actually giving the love. Mainly because everyone's traumatized and like it's just a mess. It's just a pure mess. I just think like the girls are ready in it. I can talk for the girls that I know. The girls are ready, but the guys, I don't know. And
they just think girls are ready when I'm like, I'm ready to be a wife. They're ready all of a sudden. No, you guys aren't ready for shit. You guys have not prepared anything. You've been hard, independent boss babes this whole time, and all of a sudden you just want to flip the script.
Actually, guys are meant to lead in it. Guys are meant to set the tone. So that's just my personal opinion. But I just think romance is dead. Like, there's nothing shaking. There's nothing giving. And I'm talking about genuinely loving somebody, by the way. Not throwing money at them or like doing the most. Just genuine love. It sounds mad, but let's actually talk about these things and like, let's cut the games, let's cut the proving a point, let's cut the ego boost, let's cut the pride.
If you're wrong, I'm definitely proving a point.
Let's just learn to love one another.
Hell no.
Yeah?
These women think they're hopeless romantics just because they read romance novels. Honestly, I blame these stupid books written by female authors. A man has to do everything for you, and all you have to do is show up.
Right, I've got to say it, girls. I've got to say it, girls and guys. I've got to get this out there because it's doing my head in. Why, when you hit your 50s, yeah, and you're single and you think, I'm going to dabble in a bit of dating. Now, as soon as you start going on the internet, which is where a lot of people do date. I mean, not even the young people go out dating anymore. It's all on bloody line. Anyway, as soon as you go on there,
you do realize people actually go out on physical dates. They meet online. I don't know if they're actually dating online, but
you get a message, hi, how are you, blah, 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 and then straight in with the sexual innuendo, straight in with the sexual, are you up for a bit of fun? I'm just here for a bit of fun. Let's see a picture. Why do men just not date anymore?
No,
do men,
not at that age.
Are women just perceived as like this sex object or something? Are we looked at as women, or are we looked at as a piece of meat? Because this is why I've been single for 3 years. This is why.
Oh yeah, this is why.
Because I just don't think there's any serious men out there anymore. Either that or people are just, I don't know, just on the internet for a bit of a chat, a bit of a fun. I don't know. Girls, please tell me I'm not the only one experiencing this in my 50s.
The younger men only see you as bedroom practice, while the men around your age prefer their peace.
So apparently lonely men on the internet are saying drizzle drizzle as a response to sprinkle sprinkle, which is like that whole women empowerment movement online started.
Right, sprinkle sprinkle is women empowerment.
By the sprinkle sprinkle lady. I actually don't know her name. I mean no disrespect by it. All the power to her. Keep doing what you're doing. If it's teaching women to take their power back, I'm all for it. But in response to this 4B movement where women are deciding they don't want men, they don't need men, they're just gonna boycott men altogether. These men are now saying drizzle, drizzle, and I feel like I'm being pulled into it because they're starting to comment that shit in my comment section of my videos simply because I'm a woman. And here's my thing about it. How are you not embarrassed with saying drizzle, drizzle? All that's telling me is that you can't make it wet enough to rain. That's what drizzling is. When water's falling from the sky, but it's not even worth calling it rain.
That's exactly the point of using it, you idiot. Because we're barely drizzling any resources or any funds on you.
It's just a drizzle. Like, it's not even raining outside enough to water your plants, but it's drizzling enough to dirty your fucking car after you washed it. Drizzle, drizzle. Drizzle, drizzle, because we don't know what it really feels like when she's wet. That's the one. That's it. You guys want to stick with that?
When women make a movement, it's great, empowering, and fighting for rights and equality. When men create a movement, they're lonely little boys who can't get women wet.
Okay, this video's for the men. I have a serious question. Why are you guys so butthurt that women have all these high expectations and standards now?
We don't. Because we're not butthurt by it. We're just kind of laughing at our behind the scenes, just like, okay, we'll see you when you get your cats.
Or when all women wanted was love letters, coffee dates.
That's not what you want.
Movie date nights. You guys really didn't care at all, and you guys really weren't looking for love. And now that women expect X, Y, and Z, and mostly money, you guys are so bothered by it. And then you guys are like, women are...
She literally said mostly money, and we're bothered by it. Yeah, no shit.
Messing up the dating scene. No, you guys messed it up. Come on, take accountability. I know you guys don't know how.
When you have standards, it's a good thing. But when we men have...
When a woman comes and says we don't know how to take accountability, it's diabolical.
Standards, we're being shallow. Yeah, right. Speaking of accountability, it's your kryptonite.
When I'm making him food and then remember I don't have a ring on my finger, so you'll give your body to these men without a ring, but you won't cook them a meal? Body count 28, meals cooked 0. That's an insane KD. Call your father and apologize. That is so tough. Locking in because I'm almost 24, no rich husband in sight, I'm expensive and need to live in New York City ASAP. I'm in my grind era. They all think they're in some TV show and they're the main character. You're 24 and you actually have to work. Wow, you're not a child. Welcome to becoming an average adult. And it's getting harder and harder to like men. No, I think it's you. You should take accountability. Maybe you're just an unlikable...
Here's the thing about real men. Real men...
Don't lecture me how to be a man when you bend over and show the world your cleavage in almost all your videos. As a married mother of 3, just because your simp, spineless husband allows you to pimp yourself out online for sexual attention from random men doesn't mean that's the example of a real man. A real man would not allow you to be posting your tits for the entire world to see online. Okay, sweetheart, maybe you should get off the internet and go spend some more time with your kids and less time online being a... Just Googled at what age does a man fully emotionally mature and a deadass at 43. I'm out. Oh, okay, so you're still drinking, going out. As a mother of 4, you go to raves often and you're still dressing like a 15-year-old girl. So at what age do you mature? That is so tough.
This is the right person to start a podcast, not these silly women without father figures in their lives.
I'm 30 and I don't approach men anymore, and I don't think you should either. Allow me to explain myself. I have 2 main reasons. Number 1, he's just not that into me. Maybe he has a bold personality type, but he saw me and he's like, maybe she's not the one. Valid. Fine. The other reason, he is into me. Maybe he wants to talk to me, but he can't find the words or he can't find the courage. And either one of those, for me, just means we are not a match at this time and place. That's not to say it couldn't emerge later, but he needs to find that within himself to come to me. I am not going to extend that out. And so for me, if I'm approaching men, I'm breaking down those 2 barriers of entry. And I know for me, with my personality type, I want to weed shy men out, and I want to weed men who don't like me that much out. And when I say shy, I don't mean he can't be intimidated or he can't be a little shy, but I need him to be able to overcome that, because there's going to be other areas of life where he's going to have to overcome discomfort and overcome being intimidated.
So he has to overcome his discomforts, but you don't have to. You just get to sit there and let him do all the work.
Intimidated when he's asking for a raise, if we are negotiating for a car, if he's having to tell his mother to not bust into our house unannounced. All of these other areas of life, he's going to have a really solid backbone, or I will lose respect for him. So for those reasons, I do not approach men anymore. I don't ask them for their name. I don't ask them for their number. As always,
Alex, I'll take 500. That shit never happens, really. She approaches so often to where she has to make a whole new rule where she's gonna not approach anymore.
This is for me. This is for my personality type with my experiences. If you're looking for something different, good luck and God bless.
I wish to win the lottery, but better believe I am never buying a ticket. Does that make any sense to you? I thought not.
Yep, that is literally what women want. They want to win the lottery without ever buying a ticket, right? They want that $1 million man, that strong, tall, rich, without any effort, without putting any skin in the game. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Catch you guys next time. Ciao.